Age and gender didn't matter at this march. It was about rights and justice. People taking part in what's become known as a slut walk, a phenomenon which started in protest against a policeman who apparently told students in Canada they should avoid dressing in a provocative way to avoid being attacked.
I think it's a huge misconception to say that somehow a short skirt creates rape, because I've never seen a correlation which shows that centimetres of skirt correlates with the number of rapes. I think, as somebody said at Slut Walk Toronto, when it happened to me, I was wearing a skiing jacket. Does that mean that I deserve it as well?
When that police officer allegedly made those remarks, he can't have imagined this. On a different continent, thousands of men and women out in force on the streets, united with one voice, which says, regardless of what you're wearing, no means no.
Today in Toronto, a demonstration with a difference. People marched in defense of a woman's right to dress any way she wants, although that's not quite how they phrased it. Here's Melanie Nagy on the city's first Slut Walk.
Showing a little skin. Some say sexy, others say it's asking for trouble. Sierra Harris and Maggie Ivasekal are proud to call their look slutty.
I strongly believe in women's sexuality.
I think that I can dress in a thong and some tights, or maybe not wear any underwear when I'm wearing a skirt, and that not be a consent for me to get raped.
Turns out Harris and Ivasekal aren't alone. Close to 2,000 people gathered in downtown Toronto today for the city's first Slut Walk.
Slut is where we're using it. We're using it to take its power away from it harming us and damaging us and telling us that we're less worth it, that we're less deserving of protection and respect.
The march is a response to controversial comments made by a Toronto police officer. In January, the male officer was invited to speak at York University about personal safety. During the talk, he said that women should avoid dressing like sluts in order not to be victimized.
He felt that he had the right and was not confronted by his partner when he said that. So I think we have to presume that that does represent a significant attitude on the part of members of the Toronto Police Service.
As for the Toronto Police Department, it says the officer's comments were unacceptable and clashed with how members are trained.
Our training includes sensitivity training. We've increased the amount of time our officers and investigators are exposed to training in relation to sexual assault investigations.
The Toronto police officer later apologized and said he was embarrassed by his remarks. But as you can see around me, that's done little to make the controversy go away. And in fact, organizers of this march say it's only the beginning. In the coming weeks, there'll be more marches like this right across the country. Melanie Nagy, CBC News, Toronto.
Hey TYT Nation, Misty Kingmo reporting here. I'm in West Hollywood at the Slut Walk, which is a public protest to end sexual violence. Now it's in response to the Toronto police officer that said that women should stop dressing like sluts in order to not be victimized. And one of their main goals today is to reclaim the word slut, and that's where the controversy starts. So I want to talk to some of these people about it, and I want to see what they're wearing, and I want to see how they're feeling. So let's go talk to them. Well, I like what you're wearing.
Thank you.
I think you're very brave. She's working it. Look at this.
Might as well. I mean, if you're going to work that hard to make it look like that, you might as well.
That's a really good point.
I'm a porn star. My name is Lily Cade. I'm here today because just because I am a slut doesn't mean you can rape me.
I am here to try and put an end to the victim blaming.
I came out here because when I was 13, I was sexually assaulted.
Our main goal is to promote the idea that victims are never responsible for their own assault.
Right. You know what? Even if I'm a slut, it doesn't mean you can touch me without me saying yes.
I can't wait until the day where I can use slut and be happy about it.
You can start today.
Okay,
show me how slutty you guys are. Come on.
Woo!
Come on.
Slutty.
Show me how slutty you are.
Woo!
Getting really comfortable.
We really carried a message about stopping sexual violence and creating an atmosphere of sexual justice. This march would not be happening if it weren't with the tremendous cooperation of the City of West Hollywood, the West Hollywood's Sheriff's Substation, and Sergeant Farrell. Do I think the word slut can be reclaimed? I think that's sort of beside the point.